You two ready to record?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, action.
Welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. I'm your host, Mark. We are coming to you from the Wolfeboro Community Television studios where we bring your community to view. We say thank you to our friends at the Yum Yum Shop for underwriting Next Week in Wolfeboro. It is through the support of underwriters and donors like you that programs like this are possible on Wolfeboro Community Television. If you would like to underwrite a program for Wolfeboro Community Television, please contact our producers at 569-0219. We also want to let your friends and family from out of town know they can watch this program on YouTube. Once you are logged in, just search for Next Week in Wolfeboro and you'll find our channel. Alright, let's start right out with a report from the Chamber of Commerce. Mrs. DeVries is ready with the report. We're sending it over to you, Mrs. DeVries.
Hi, and welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. My name is Mary, and we are well into summer now. I can tell just by looking at this community calendar of events. So here we go, celebrating Independence Day in Wolfeboro. Such a fun time for friends and family and for businesses. They love to see all of you saying hi and stopping in. So right away, it's Friday, July 4th. We have the 4th of July parade at 10 o'clock in the morning, and a reminder that there will be no parking from Clark Road heading north to Sewell Road from 7 in the morning that morning until after the parade ends. So you can drive through, you can go get your donuts and coffee, you just can't park, stay parked on Main Street starting at 7 o'clock that morning. And at 9 o'clock, the road from that Park Road to Lakeview Terrace actually, and then all the side roads will be blocked off. That starts at 9. This is all so that we can be out there standing and cheering on everyone who's traveling in the parade, which again starts at 10 o'clock. Fireworks are that night, so July 4th. At dusk, it's going to be probably about 9:20, 9:30 that evening on the 4th. There'll be music in the bandstand. So much going on, and it goes right through the weekend. On Saturday, July 5th, we have the Lions Club car show over at the Nick Recreation Park. There's also the outdoor antique and vintage fair that the Historical Society is putting on at the Clark Museum, and that will be an outdoor fair. And what else do we have? Oh, first community bandstand concert of the 2025 season is Saturday, July 5th, and it is Live from Liverpool is the name of the group. The show starts at 7 o'clock. Bring your blanket or chair or just plan to stay up and dance. And then we're going to move on into the week. Monday, July 7th is the Monday night lecture series, and this is over at the Clark Museum Complex, put on by the Historical Society at 7 o'clock. And on, that's Monday. Tuesday, remember, we're well into the Wright Museum Tuesday night lecture series. Give them a call to reserve a seat, 569-1212. And on Thursday the 10th, Great Waters has its 2025 gala. That's on Thursday the 10th. You can give them a call for ticket information, 569-7710. Okay, I'll get there. And looking ahead a little bit, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the On the Green Arts and Crafts Festival on Brewster Field. Again, that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, July 11, 12, and 13. And of course, we have our ongoing things that happen every week, such as the model yacht racing in Back Bay. Every Tuesday and Thursday, they start at about 1 o'clock. And the Wolfeboro Area Farmers Market is every Thursday. And we'll kick up, we're starting again, not only the Saturday evening concerts, but also every Wednesday night. You're invited to join the Cate Park Band in Cate Park. So, come down, get your calendar, go to wolfeborochamber.com. There's an events calendar there as well, and have fun. Happy 4th of July. Remember to shop, dine, and have fun in your town.
Thank you, Mrs. DeVries. Here's some other things we would like to share with you, starting with Friday, July 4th. Happy Independence Day! The town of Wolfeboro 4th of July Independence Day Parade will be downtown at 10 a.m. Sunday, July 6th. The Wolfeboro Makers Mill will have a program on herbal remedies for summer skincare from 10 a.m. to noon. Monday, July 7th. The Wolfeboro Public Library has drop-in cribbage at 1 p.m. The Wolfeboro Zoning Board of Adjustment will be meeting at the Wolfeboro Town Hall upstairs in the Great Hall at 6 p.m. If you would like to watch the zoning board meeting from home, Wolfeboro Community Television will be broadcasting this meeting live on Channel 25 and on the WCTV YouTube channel. Wednesday, July 9th. Learn the history of Kankamagus Highway at the Wolfeboro Public Library at 6 p.m. Thursday, July 10th. The Wolfeboro Police Commission will be meeting at the Wolfeboro Town Hall upstairs in the Great Hall at 6 p.m. If you would like to watch the Police Commission from home, Wolfeboro Community Television will be broadcasting this meeting live on Channel 25 and the WCTV YouTube channel. Friday, July 11th. The Wolfeboro Public Library have Friday morning Scrabble at 10:30 a.m. Saturday, July 12th. The Melvin Village Community Church have their annual flea market and auction from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday, July 14th. The Wolfeboro Public Library has drop-in cribbage at 1 p.m. Tuesday, July 15th. The Wolfeboro Planning Board will be meeting at the Wolfeboro Town Hall upstairs in the Great Hall at 7 p.m. If you would like to watch the Planning Board meeting from home, Wolfeboro Community Television will be broadcasting this meeting live on Channel 25 and the WCTV YouTube channel. Wednesday, July 16th. The Wolfeboro Select Board will be meeting at the Wolfeboro Town Hall upstairs in the Great Hall at 6:30 p.m. If you would like to watch the Select Board meeting from home, Wolfeboro Community Television will be broadcasting this meeting live on Channel 25 and the WCTV YouTube channel. Okay, let's send it over to the Parks and Recreation Department. Tucker Goslin is ready with an update on all things Parks and Rec. We're sending it over to you, Tucker Goslin.
Thank you, Mark. Tucker here over at Wolfeboro Parks and Recreation. Back to you this week with some more updates on some programs, some information about beaches, and some more information about volunteers for some upcoming events. Just want to kick it off with our July senior lunch is going to be held on Monday, July 14th over in the Great Hall at the Wolfeboro Town Hall. We're going to be having a potluck style meal featuring some of our past dishes that we've served, such as lasagna, mac and cheese, beef stew. Those are just a couple to name. Make sure to register by Friday, July 11th on Rec Desk, or you can call our senior coordinator, Robin Goff, at 603-569-5639, and her extension is 191. We still have openings for our junior golf camp session 3. I know the first one actually kicked off today. Second one is full, but we do have a couple more spots for that third session, so we're looking to fill that up. Make sure to check Rec Desk for information, times and dates. Let's see. We're gearing up for our fun summer with Movies on the Hill, partnered with our Food Truck Fridays. So make sure to check our Facebook page for more details and for our movie lineup. We have a fun summer wellness series for our seniors with the Granite V&A, so make sure to check out our details on Rec Desk for those, as well as sign-ups. All classes are free to attend for those. We do have a couple spots available still for our sailing courses, so make sure to check Rec Desk for those. We still are looking to fill those up. Some do have a minimum requirement as well as a maximum, so we're trying to make sure that we can meet those requirements in order to run some of those classes. Make sure to sign up for our summer sessions of tennis in the parks. We have, I know the adult program is already full. However, we still have some for children. I believe the later 2 sessions are still open for grades 1 to 3 and then 4 through 6. Just some information about beaches. As our beach season kicks off here in Wolfeboro, we just want to make sure everyone can enjoy our beautiful waterfronts safely and responsibly this season. Our beach attendants are now requiring our beach passes at Cary and Albee Beach. So if you have not picked those up yet, please stop by the office here. Somebody will be happy to assist you between the hours of 9 and 3:30 p.m. And a reminder that a 2025 Wolfeboro transfer station sticker does work as a beach pass as well. To also ensure that our beaches remain safe and responsible, we do test our water quality once a month at each of our beaches. If a test comes back with any concerns, we do a follow-up test as soon as possible, and we post our results right on our Facebook page. Facebook page is Wolfeboro Parks Recreation. You'll also find latest updates posted at each beach location. And a last few reminders about the beach: no feeding the ducks, dogs aren't allowed on the beaches, as well as always clean up after yourself after using one of our facility beaches. Some volunteer information: we are looking for volunteers for Granite Man, Granite Kid, and our Turkey Trot. So if you're looking to volunteer for any of those races, please feel free to stop by the office or give us a call. As well as don't forget to sign up for our Granite Kid Triathlon as well as our Granite Man Triathlon. I know Granite Kid is coming up. That's on July 19th. Granite Man later in August on August 16th, which is a Saturday. And that's all I have. So back to you, Mark. Thank you, guys. Have a good week.
Thank you, Tucker Jocelyn. Joyce Davis is at the Wolfeboro Public Library with an update. We're sending it over to you, Joyce Davis.
Thanks, Mark. If you've driven by the library in the past week, then you've noticed the great improvement to the library landscaping. Small trees, shrubs, and lots of perennials have been planted in front of the large windows facing Main Street. This ambitious project was funded by the donors to the Wolfeboro Library Foundation's Go Green Fund. We're grateful to the foundation for all of their support. The library is offering free chair yoga classes for seniors on select Fridays throughout the summer from 1 to 1:45. The classes will be led by Jessica Harriman, certified yoga instructor. Chair yoga offers a gentle and accessible way to improve flexibility, strength, and balance without putting stress on joints. Chair yoga can also help with pain management, stress reduction, and overall well-being. Space is limited, and this series is super popular, so pre-registration is a must. Registration for July classes has opened on July 1st. Visit our website to register or call us at 569-2428 for more information or for help in registering. Our 2025 summer reading adventure is in full swing. We love this year's theme, Color Our World, which is all about creativity and art. This year we're offering 3 levels for reading programs: family readers, independent readers, and teens. Sign up anytime during the program, which runs through August 8th. Check our website for a complete calendar of summer events and programs, or stop in and pick up a printed copy at the front desk. The next Second Tuesday book discussion will take place on Tuesday, July 8th at 1 o'clock. We'll be reading Tom Lake by Ann Patchett and also the play Our Town by Thornton Wilder. Patchett was inspired by Our Town to write Tom Lake. The book and the play follow similar plot lines and ask the same probing questions, so we'll have a lot to talk about comparing the two works. A great program is coming up for kids and their families on Wednesday, July 9th at 10:30 a.m. when Lindsay and her puppet pals come to the library. Lindsay's funny, fast-paced, and interactive variety show delights young and the young at heart. Kids will meet several larger-than-life handcrafted puppets. Lindsay has been performing full-time since 2011, presenting to several thousand children each year. The program is great for ages 3 to 8 and their families. Registration is requested to help us plan for seating, but it's not required. And you won't want to miss a program by local author and historian Glenn Knobloch on Wednesday evening, July 9th at 6 o'clock. Glenn will be discussing the history of the Kankamangas Highway, one of the most scenic drives in all of the U.S. and familiar to all of us who live in the region. This program is made possible by a grant from the New Hampshire Humanities. Storyteller Simon Brooks will be joining us on Wednesday, July 16th at 1 o'clock. Simon's been enchanting audiences for over 10 years. His tales, both live and on his award-winning recordings, combine the intensity of solo performance with the intimacy of face-to-face conversations, delighting all.
Simon is like a traveling one-man show with his wit, his physical antics, comedy, and pathos. Simon's voices and sound effects are perfected to the point where you become lost in the tale, as you might a movie, no matter your age. Registration is preferred but not required. And this program is sponsored by the Nicole Jutras Fund of the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation. Did you know that you can borrow passes for free or reduced admission to many local museums and attractions with your Wolfeboro Library card? Check out our website for more information on open dates and hours of operation. Passes available include Bedrock Gardens in Lee, New Hampshire, Castle in the Clouds, the Children's Museum of New Hampshire in Dover, the Clark Museum Complex, New Hampshire Historical Society Museum in Concord, Squam Lakes Natural Science Center in Holderness, Strawberry Bank in Portsmouth, and the Wright Museum in Wolfeboro. Give us a call to reserve a pass. This program is made possible by the Friends of the Library. And don't forget, if you're looking for something to do that's fun and free with no commitment, we have drop-in cribbage on Mondays at 1 o'clock, Mahjong on Thursdays at 1 o'clock, and Scrabble Fridays at 10:30, open to all. Back to you, Mark.
Thank you, Joyce Davis. Father Cole, Deacon Charlie, and Deacon Chris are at St. Katherine Drexel Catholic Church with a report. We're sending it over to you, Father Cole and crew.
Well, hi, Mark. Father Bob Cole here with Deacon Chris Conley and Deacon Charlie Ferraro. And we've begun the month of July. Here it is now, Friday, July the 4th. This is the anniversary of our independence, 1776. Quite an exciting time for our country. And as you can see, we're back in ordinary time with the green vestments. We have beautiful weather this weekend for the celebration, and I hope everybody has a safe time. All the visitors and family members who come to visit. I'm on this weekend, and I'm going to be talking about Roger Williams.
Oh,
Roger Williams.
Rhode Island guy.
Yes, because of religious freedom and religious tolerance of others, of other faiths. Quite a model for our country and for the war, way ahead of his time. And if he were a Catholic, he would be Saint Roger Williams. He really would be canonized. He was just absolutely extraordinary. So my homily this weekend is going to focus on exercising our freedom of religion, the freedom to worship. And if we don't exercise it, and if we don't go to church, if we don't use it, we lose it. I mean, it's a freedom that we have that we should cherish. And it was number one in the freedoms listed.
Was he?
Freedom of religion.
Oh, yes, and the Constitution.
Was number one
yeah.
before anything else. So
yeah.
really, it's so important that we exercise our freedom of religion and be grateful for people like Roger Williams, who gave us such a great model, great example. So what do you want to talk about?
Well, I'm also into the 4th of July, Father, because it's such a beautiful time of year. We have family, we have company. It's going to be very busy downtown. We have a beautiful parade that they're going to have. And it reminds us of how grateful we got to be for this wonderful country that God has blessed us with. You talk about the freedom of religion. There are all the other rights that are part of the Constitution are so important. And this is a time for us to acknowledge that. A lot of us will have family and friends up this weekend. Be safe. You know, the fireworks. We haven't gone downtown, but you can go downtown by boat at night and watch the fireworks go off. And the little ones, our little grandkids, get a little nervous with all the booming, but they enjoy it. They get smiles on their face. And it's a great opportunity to let them understand just how blessed we are as a country. So that's my message, Father.
So you have all your grandkids coming?
All 5 of them are going to be up. And my son, who loves to cook, is going to be up. And Nancy, my wife, said make sure we have plenty of profane. We want him to cook the whole week.
That's it, so you got, that's right, makes sense.
It makes sense, but he loves to do it. And my daughter's coming up with her children, and her little one, Adam Charles, is the youngest, and he's into telling jokes now. You remember when little kids like to do that? They tell jokes. And so he'll say, Grandpa, I got a joke for you. And so, you listen, and then he's waiting for you to sort of get the punchline, and then he loves it, and he gets this big smile on his face.
Now, are you taking them out in the boat?
We will take him out in the boat. We have the boats all set to go, and they'll love to go out on that. Their favorite thing to do on the boat, once they figure out where the horn is on the boat, my gosh, they got their finger on that horn, beep, beep. And people, going by in other boats, look around, they say, oh, is somebody coming after us? We in the wrong direction or something? No. And they just sit there and wave to the other boats.
So you'll be the captain.
We'll be the captain, but they like to drive, and they get their hands on that wheel, and it's like, boy, I can't wait till they get their driver's license. Father.
And you got a life preserver for each one of them.
Yes, there are enough in the boat for everybody.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, we're prepared, I believe.
Yeah, so this is the place to be really for July 4th here at Lake Winnipesaukee and Lake Wentworth and Merry Meeting. All of
Do
these.
you know that they put something out nationally about the best places to be for the summer? And Wolfeboro was one of the ones they chose of like 4 or 5 across the country. I couldn't believe it.
Well,
We really got it pretty good here. We don't maybe realize that.
yeah, no, well, I think, it's good to leave and come back and appreciate what we have, for sure. So, Christopher.
I just wanted to mention we could have lobster rolls coming from the Knights of Columbus. So they're for pickup this weekend.
This weekend?
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. You know how many we've got making?
I don't know how many, but they were $20 each, but they're big. They're big lobster rolls, so.
It's the biggest lobster rolls I've ever seen.
It's a big lobster.
Yeah,
Before the
and
July.
tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, the Knights of Columbus in the parish hall will be making these rolls, and they're big enough for 2 meals, really.
Yeah, they're good.
They're not like a hot dog roll. They're really quite, and that's our biggest fundraiser for the Knights. Every year we have the July 4th weekend. Well, that's good. That's good. So tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, the Knights will be down in the hall making those, but pick them up after each Mass.
Yeah.
Pick them up after every Mass, for sure. All right, so we want to wish everybody a beautiful July 4th weekend, and to exercise, please exercise your religious liberty. Go to your church, whatever your church is, and support your church, and rejoice that we're free. Not everybody is in this world free to exercise their faith.
Good point.
So yeah, no, they're not, and so we got to cherish it and exercise it and use it, and it will grow. So bless everybody. Happy 4th. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Father Cole, Deacon Charlie, and Deacon Chris, and thank you for tuning into our weekly program. Remember, there's always something to do in and around Wolfeboro. If you would like to add an event to our program, please contact Wolfeboro Community Television Station at 569-0219 or send an email to wctv25@gmail.com. We hope to see you out and about, and we look forward to seeing you next week. With clear eyes and full hearts, I am Mark for Wolfeboro Community Television. Bringing your community to view.